Friday of the 23rd week in Ordinary Time, Divine Filiation. Fraternity, we must relate to all God's children as the children of God that we ourselves are. Thou dost show me the path of life. In thy presence there is fullness of joy. In thy right hand are pleasures forevermore. The psalmist proclaims, there is no deeper joy than that of a child of God who abandons himself in the hands of his Father, even when he is surrounded by want and emptiness, because there is nothing comparable to the infinite riches of being a member of God's family, one of his children. This supernatural joy, closely linked to the cross, is the great secret of Christians. A child of God never loses his peace, not even in the darkest of moments. Consciousness of his divine filiation frees him from interior tension and moves him to return contritely and confidently to his Father's house, and if he has gone astray out of weakness. Divine filiation is also the foundation of the Christian fraternity, which lies far above the human bond of solidarity. Knowing that we are sons and daughters of the only Father, we feel ourselves to be the brothers of other Christians, whom God our Father has wanted to join to us with the supernatural bond of charity. Our fraternity must have countless manifestations in our ordinary life: mutual respect, delicacy in dealing with others, a spirit of service, and mutual help on the way towards God. In the Gospel of today's Mass, God demands that his own people have a clear vision of their brothers. Why dost thou seek the speck in thy brother's eye, and yet dost not consider the beam in thy own eye? First cast out the beam from thine own eye, and then thou wilt see clearly to cast out the speck from thy brother's eye. The Master invites us to look at others without the prejudices that arise from our own faults, or from the pride which tends to magnify the weaknesses of others and diminishes our own. The Lord exhorts us to look at others from deeper within, with a different kind of glance. For that purpose, it is necessary to remove the beam from our own eye. Sometimes we busy ourselves in the comparatively trivial task of trying to remove the speck from everybody else's eye. But what is necessary is to radically alter our way of looking at them, to behold them as brothers of ours, for whom God feels a special love. Consider the others, especially those who are at your side, as children of God, with all the dignity which that marvelous title entails. We have to behave as God's children towards all God's sons and daughters. Our love has to be a dedicated love, practiced every day and made up of 1,000 little details of understanding, hidden sacrifice, and unnoticed self-giving. This is the good fragrance of Christ that made those who lived among our first brothers in the faith exclaim, "See how they love one another." We must relate to the children of God as the children of God that we are, looking at people with the same love and understanding with which Christ looks at them, and we must do so with those who are close to us and with those who seem far away. Our fraternity extends to all people, for they are all children of God, all his creatures, and all invited without exception to the intimacy of the Father's household. This same fraternity will move us to do a wide-ranging apostolate without neglecting any means to bring souls closer to God. Following the broad way of divine filiation, we will go through life with serenity and peace, doing good, like Jesus Christ, who is the model in whom we must see ourselves constantly, in whom we learn how to be children of God and to behave as such. The Blessed Virgin, Mother of God and Mother of all of us, will teach us to abandon ourselves in God like the small and needy children we are. If we call upon her, Mary will never leave us unaided.